Hey guys, thank you again for joining me for another training here in PodShops. So today I'm going to show you a quick trick on how you can use Google and Chat GPT to create your content for the month. Whether you're doing this for your own business or for your client's business, this is going to save you a ton of time. For those of you who are new here, I am Ray and I'm the CEO and founder of Posh Operations. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google and let me think about what we're going to talk about here. Let's say you are working for a health and fitness coach, or maybe you are a health and fitness coach. I'm going to say fitness. I'm just going to type it into Google, or maybe you say like fitness for people over 40. You can get kind of detailed here in this. The more detailed that your search is, the better you're going to get results with this, but you can play around. You can start with something simple and then go from there. So you're going to scroll down into what Google's going to show you. People also ask this. And then right here, it's going to start giving me ideas for my content. So the first post here is, what is the best exercise for a 40-year-old? So I'm going to go and I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go to Chat GPT. I'm going to say, write a social media post, let's say about, I put what Google prompted me there for. And right here, it's going to go ahead and create a post for me. And now the great thing when we look at these questions in Google, we know that these are being searched often. So these are very highly searched terms. So that's going to help us with our SEO. So now I have a social media post that answers that exact question. Obviously, you're going to want to go in, you're going to want to make sure it's relevant. Chat GPT does a pretty good job here, but we always just want to, double check our work, especially if you're working with something like health or fitness or, where people are really going to you for advice and they're going to follow what you say. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this question and then I'm going to say, I'm going to take out social media and then I'm going to say blog. And so now ChatGPT is going to write a blog post for me on the same topic. The great thing here is when I mentioned SEO earlier, we know that this term is highly searched. And so when we put this blog onto our website, it's going to help us start ranking better within Google's search engine results, right? Now, this is probably not long enough for an actual blog post. Usually ChatGPT's blog posts are somewhere around 400 to 500 words. But what you can do is this is a really great starting point. And then you can grab things, you can ask ChatGPT to give more ideas on how, what exercises boost your mood the most, or maybe a definition of a cardiovascular exercise. So you can grab things here and try to get to more of like that 700 to 1,000 word blog post that you're looking for. But this is a really great first draft. As always, like I said, with that social media post, we want to go back in, make sure things are relevant, add our voice. But this is going to save you so much time. So then I'm going to go take this one more time. And I'm going to say, write an email. And now GPT is going to create an email that I can send out to my list. Obviously, you want to make sure it's relevant to your ideal client. So if your ideal client is over 40 or, maybe over 50 or whatever, then this would be a relevant email that you could send out. So just make sure that whatever you're searching does relate to your ideal client. So now, we've been on here for just a couple of minutes. I've created a social media post. I've created a blog post and an email. And then when I go back in, I'm going to edit them, add my voice, make sure everything is correct. And I will have created all of this within probably about 10 minutes of time. And then what I would do is I'm going to go and do it for each of these things that pops up. So the more that I open these, it's going to keep populating more. Okay. So let's think of another example here. So maybe you're a social media manager. So I'm going to say how to manage my social media. Okay. And then right here, so what are the 5 tips to use when managing social media? And just like I did before, write a social media post about, and then I paste that question and I start the process in the same exact way I did before. And this is just a really great way to start batching your content with the use of Google search engine and then also using Chat GPT. It's going to save you so much time and it's going to help with your inspiration. Another thing you can do here in Chat GPT, we'll use the social media manager example. We'll just say 30 if we're batching our content for the month. So create 30 social media topics about social media management. And so here, I'm now going to get a list of 30 things that I can talk about if I was a social media manager that my list might be interested in. And so if you don't want to go and take the time to look at what people are searching for, I do recommend this method because you're seeing what people are actually doing. Where this list, it may be relevant, it may not be relevant. But with Google, I know that people are actually searching those terms. And then I would take each of these ideas and go through the same process we did before. And so then I would just need to find images or create graphics in Canva to match these and then schedule out all of my posts within Meta. This is a great thing too. If you either have a VA or if you are a virtual assistant and you are creating this content, it's super easy for you to go in and just start batching your work. Now, if you are a business owner and you have a VA, I recommend that you do the initial sourcing here, unless you have a very strong VA or social media manager who understands your ideal client and they've worked with you for a while, then they could do this themselves. Or if you are a business owner, you could create this list either based on the Chat GPT results or based on the Google results, and then hand that over to your VA who can then come in and work with Chat GPT to create the content, create the graphics, and get those scheduled. So just a quick tip for today, not very long. I just wanted to show you guys how you can start utilizing these systems to really save time and make sure that you're, creating content that people actually want to see. So as always, have a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any questions.